Parking a car should be a simple task, but sometimes people make mistakes so ridiculous that you have to wonder how they even got their driver's license. From cars wedged between walls to parking spots that defy logic, these parking fails will make you laugh, shake your head, and appreciate your own driving skills. 1. The perfectly parked car that blocked the entire driveway. One driver thought they had parked perfectly, except for the small detail that their car was sitting right in the middle of a driveway. The best part? It wasn't even their driveway. The homeowner had to knock on multiple doors just to find the genius who had blocked them in. 2. The car that took up 4 spots. We've all seen bad parking jobs, but one driver took things to the next level by managing to park diagonally across 4 parking spaces. Were they trying to protect their car? Did they just give up on parking properly? Either way, their masterpiece left everyone at the shopping mall speechless. 3. The car that parked on a tree stump. One driver thought they found a great parking spot, only to realize later that their car was sitting halfway up a tree stump. How did they not notice the massive bump as they drove over it? Even funnier, when they tried to reverse, the car wouldn't budge. Tow truck required. 4. The floating car stuck on a curb. Some drivers misjudged their parking angles, but one driver managed to balance their car perfectly on a curb, with all 4 wheels off the ground. It looked like the car was floating. The only way down? A very embarrassing call to roadside assistance. 5. The car that parked inside a store. A driver in a rush mistook the gas pedal for the brake and ended up parking their car inside a convenience store, literally. The car smashed through the glass doors and ended up next to the snack aisle. The driver's excuse? I just wanted to grab some chips. 6. The motorcycle spot mystery. One driver ignored all the available car spaces and decided to park in a spot clearly marked for motorcycles. The tiny space meant their car was halfway into the road. The result? A row of annoyed motorcyclists and a very confused parking officer. 7. The parallel parking disaster. Parallel parking is a challenge for many, but one driver's attempt was so bad it became legendary. Instead of parking along the curb, they left their car at a 45-degree angle, sticking halfway into traffic. No one knows how they thought that was acceptable. 8. The underground parking fail. Some garages have height limits, but one truck driver didn't get the memo. They confidently drove their oversized truck into an underground parking lot, only to hear a loud crunch as the roof scraped against the ceiling. The truck got wedged so tightly that it took hours to free it. 9. The parking job that required a ladder. One driver somehow managed to park their car on top of another car. Yes, on top. No one knows how it happened, but the photos of the double-decker parking job went viral. Even the tow truck driver was baffled by the situation. 10. The parking spot thief, who parked over 2 cars. A driver, desperate for a parking spot, decided to go off-road, literally. Instead of waiting for a space, they drove up a small hill and somehow ended up with their car resting on 2 parked cars. The result? A parking fail so bad that even the police couldn't stop laughing. Parking can be tricky, but these fails prove that some drivers take it to a whole new level. Whether it's parking on top of another car, blocking an entire road, or mistaking a gas pedal for the brake, these hilarious mishaps make us appreciate good parking skills. Next time you struggle with a tight spot, just remember, it could be worse.